It's the TMI show, and we are back. Okay, our guests are here, so we have to do one more segment because I had a couple things to talk about before we get to them. I am so excited. Adam and Sue are in the room, but they're coming.
Ew, gross.
Hey, let's wait till they get on the air to talk about sex.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, to more Politiat Corner stuff. Linda McMahon. Have you heard of Linda McMahon?
I posted this.
Oh my God.
I said I hope she gets voted so she goes in there and starts rocking people with steel chairs.
What?
That was my thing. I wanted her to go in there.
Jesse Ventura did win in Minnesota a couple years ago for governor.
She got pounded.
Huh?
She got pounded.
Jesse Ventura?
No.
Oh, I was... Yeah, so I was saying it's not out of the realm of possibility that someone in the wrestling world could win something.
Yeah.
But literally, how do you throw away $100 million to try to be a senator?
She's got money.
Where does all that money go? She should have just donated it to somebody.
Do you understand how much money the WWE has?
She ran twice.
This is the second year she ran. Yeah,
so
second time she's ran.
The story here is on the last day of her campaign, Linda McMahon got desperate. The former wrestling executive and GOP Senate candidate in Connecticut, who has sunk at least $42.6 million into her latest campaign, engaged in a series of misleading tricks that seemed intended to dupe voters into believing she was a Democrat.
It's just like wrestling, man. They write the script, and she's just not right. She's being the heel and not the hero.
How could the World Wrestling person be a Republican? First of all,
that's her husband.
They should be liberal. They're in the arts. I think it's like a performance.
No.
Ultimately, it wasn't enough. The blue lean of Connecticut was just too great for even McMahon's vast fortune to overcome, and Representative Chris Murphy, a 39-year-old liberal Democrat, will replace retiring Senator Joe Lieberman. So all that money, and she lost.
She wasn't going to win.
What a
anyway.
shame. I think what a waste of money. She should have just donated it somewhere.
They do a lot of other things, though. They go out and they support the troops, and they stop this bullying thing. They do all sorts of stuff, but I mean, I wonder if
Vince McMahon has a big mark on his head from hitting himself in the head. Like, where's all that money going? You know how much I know many wrestlers like to swindle out of all their money just to get that money.
$42 million is pocket change to that man.
You think so?
Pocket change.
Damn.
He's got billions upon billions of dollars.
That's a good business, the wrestling business. Good show.
Yeah, when people buy T-shirts and tickets and cereals and television shows and all, you're making money hand over fist.
Chris, you have a comment?
I like wrestling.
I watch it.
I watch WWE every Monday.
You do, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I watch it.
I watched it in high school.
Do you know how much money he makes off a pay-per-view?
No.
At least $60 million.
A year?
For one pin. No,
it's one.
For one event?
And that happens like every 3 months.
Please.
Yeah.
And that happens every 3 months.
Really?
A pay-per-view event.
What a money machine.
You
That's
figure like
awesome.
this. It's $50 for the actual event.
Yeah.
If you got 1 million people in the world buying that's $50 million.
That is a license to print money.
Yeah.
Good for them.
He makes a crap load of money.
Okay, I want to get to this real quick thing and then go to another break because I want to get our guests in because they're waiting here so patiently and beautifully. 10 worst, the 10 worst predictions of the 2012 election. These are some predictions that didn't quite come true. Dick Morris, you gotta trust a guy named Dick.
Nah.
I call him Richard.
They almost
Morris.
trusted a guy named Mitt.
Mitt.
I trusted a guy named Dick. He's a NASCAR driver. Dick Trickle.
Dick Trickle?
Yeah, it was his name.
That's
Really?
the guy's real name?
Yep, Dick Trickle.
That's bad.
Google Dick Trickle.
That's
and Mitt
bad.
named his kid Tag. What's with these short little rich people names?
I don't know. Mittens, Tag.
Dick Morris said, this is going to be a landslide. The former Clinton advisor predicted a dominant Romney win, calling it the biggest surprise in recent American political history, claiming that polls were oversampling Democrats. Morris wondered if it will rekindle the whole question of why the media played this race as a nail-biter. So, Dick, you're a dick. Dick Morris. Okay, Roger Kimball, who I don't know who is. I think he was in that movie with the one-armed man. No, that was Richard Kimball. Forget, that was a made-up character. Roger Kimball said Obama is toast. The publisher of the prominent right-wing book imprint Encounter Books and a frequent contributor to conservative outlets, Kimball boldly predicted that Romney is going to win big time. Oops. Excuse you, Mr. Kimball. Maybe you had too much Taco Bell. Anyway, he said it was easy as 3 syllables and few numbers. Benghazi.
Oh,
so
Jesus.
the Benghazi story played big in the right-wing media before the election, and a vanishingly small number of voters reported foreign policy being the top priority in the election. Wah, wah. Karl Rove, I've heard of him. Karl Rove, glasses, white hair, white guy.
Yeah,
Karl Rove
big white guy.
Karl Rove predicted that Romney would win with 279 electoral votes. Only 80 short or so.
Wait a minute. Don't you have to have 280 to win anyway?
270.
270.
There's 270? They were reporting last night. Somebody said 280. It might have been Diane Sawyer.
270.
He won by 100. What was it? 203 to 303.
President Obama
right?
had like 300 and something electoral votes. Like
It wasn't even close.
There was no way they was putting Mitt Romney in office. He's just not.
Here's another great prediction. CNBC personality Larry Kudlow. He bet that Romney would sweep the Midwest and get 330 electoral votes. Let's flush Larry. Goodbye, Larry. Bye, Larry. Hello, Larry. Ooh, Larry just shot himself. Sorry, Larry. I hope you had life insurance. Oh, wait, if you shoot yourself, you don't get your life insurance
No,
payment, do you?
you can't kill yourself to get it.
Wow. Newt Gingrich. I've heard of him.
Oh, my God.
Who names a kid Newt?
Yeah, I don't
I mean,
know.
he pops out of his mom. What do you think? Looks like a newt. Name him Newt. He looks like a salamander. Salamander was the second choice. Newt Gingrich. You just gave birth to baby Godzilla.
And Chris is out.
Newt Gingrich projected a Romney landslide. The former House Speaker predicted that Romney would take 53% of the popular vote and at least 300 electoral votes. Really? My personal guess is a quote. My personal guess is you'll see a Romney landslide. 53% plus in the popular vote. 300 electoral votes plus. Gingrich said, I'm sure Mr. Gingrich has stayed home all day today.
I'm sure he hasn't been out at all.
And he's been buried under his covers, saying, I'm an idiot. He also predicted that Republicans may come very close to capturing control of the Senate. He apologized for the faulty call the morning after the election. So this morning,
It's
he
like
has
a bad
apologized.
day. He calls the next day. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I only lasted like 3 seconds.
I have one word to say. Whoops.
Yeah, my bad.
My bad. My crystal ball be broken. Let's play a song and come back with our guests. I am quivering in anticipation and I have goosebumps.